Have you ever wondered why so many older people start losing their balance after 80? For most, it is not a sudden accident or one big fall that changes everything. It's a bunch of small mistakes you don't even notice, but over time they make you feel unsteady until even walking across a room feels hard. The truth is, balance is not just about staying on your feet. It is about keeping your independence, your confidence, and your freedom to move through life without fear. Losing it can mean giving up favorite activities, avoiding social gatherings, or relying on others for help you never thought you would need. This is not about blaming age or accepting that instability is an unavoidable part of growing older. Many people over 80 still move with strength and steadiness because they understand the habits that protect their balance. Unfortunately, most do not realize the things they do every day that quietly make matters worse. These mistakes are so common that nearly everyone makes at least one of them without thinking twice. In this video, we are going to talk about the 5 most damaging mistakes that cause older adults to lose their balance after 80. Each one can be avoided, and each one can make a real difference if you address it now. I will share what these mistakes are, why they matter, and how to replace them with simple, effective changes that can keep you steady for years to come. And be sure to stay with me until the end, because the last point is one that surprises almost everyone who hears it. Number 1. Inner ear problems. One often overlooked reason balance declines after 80 is changes in the inner ear. This small but vital part of your body doesn't just help you hear. It contains the vestibular system, which sends signals to your brain about movement and position. When that system is disrupted, your brain has a harder time knowing exactly where you are in space. The result can be sudden dizziness, unsteadiness, or the unsettling feeling that the ground is tilting beneath you. These issues can be caused by age-related changes, ear infections, fluid buildup, or conditions like benign paroxysmal positional vertigo (BPPV). The tricky thing is that symptoms often develop gradually. At first you might notice slight disorientation when getting out of bed, or a light-headed spell when turning your head quickly. Over time, these small moments add up, making you less confident in your footing and more cautious with movement. When your vestibular system isn't sending clear signals, even steady ground can feel uncertain. You might start walking more slowly, avoiding uneven paths, or holding onto walls and furniture for extra support. Unfortunately, this reduced activity can weaken your balance even more. That's why identifying and addressing inner ear problems early is so important. I once knew a man named Frank, 84, who loved walking around his neighborhood, but after months of feeling off when looking over his shoulder, he began skipping his walks. His doctor referred him to a specialist who discovered a vestibular disorder. After a series of gentle head and neck exercises, Frank's dizziness improved dramatically. Soon, he was walking with the same ease he'd enjoyed for years. The good news is that many inner ear problems can be treated or managed once diagnosed. If you notice frequent dizziness, trouble focusing your eyes when moving, or a feeling of drifting to one side when walking, don't ignore it. A hearing and balance check might be all it takes to restore both your steadiness and your confidence. Number 2. Declining vision. Your eyes do far more than help you read or recognize faces. They play a critical role in keeping you balanced. Every step you take, your brain uses visual cues to judge distance, depth, and obstacles ahead. But after 80, changes in vision can make those cues less reliable. Conditions like cataracts, glaucoma, macular degeneration, or even simple age-related blurriness can make it harder to see uneven ground, changes in floor level, or small objects that could trip you. When your vision isn't as sharp, you may misjudge where the edge of a curb is, fail to notice a loose rug, or overstep when reaching for a chair. This can lead to sudden stumbles, even in familiar places. And because your brain is receiving less accurate visual information, it has to work harder to coordinate with your muscles and inner ear to keep you steady. That extra split second of delay can be enough to cause a fall. Poor lighting can make the problem worse. Dim hallways, shadowy staircases, or glare from bright sunlight can hide hazards or make surfaces look different from what they really are. Over time, you might unconsciously adjust your movement to feel safer, walking slower, avoiding certain areas, or relying on support. But this reduced activity can lead to weaker muscles and poor balance. I recall meeting Eleanor, an 82-year-old who began feeling unsteady during her evening walks. She assumed it was just getting older, but a visit to her eye doctor revealed she had early-stage cataracts. After treatment and switching to glasses designed for better depth perception, she found herself walking confidently again, even at dusk. The encouraging part is that vision-related balance problems are often preventable or manageable. Regular eye exams, proper eyewear, brighter lighting at home, and simple changes like contrasting colored stair edges can make a big difference. Clear vision doesn't just improve what you see. It helps your entire body move with greater confidence and safety. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 3. Inactive leg muscles. Weak or inactive leg muscles are one of the most common and most overlooked reasons older people lose balance after 80. Your legs are the foundation of your body. Every step you take, every time you stand up from a chair, and every time you shift your weight, your legs are working to stabilize you. But as we age, many of us stop using these muscles the way we once did. We sit more, walk less, and avoid stairs, hills, or uneven ground. Over time, the muscles that used to hold us steady begin to shrink and lose strength. When the big muscle groups in your legs, like the quadriceps in the front of your thighs, the hamstrings in the back, and the calf muscles become weak, it's like trying to stand on a shaky base. Your body will wobble more easily, and your reaction time slows down. That means if you trip or misstep, your legs might not be strong enough to catch you before you fall. It's not just about raw strength either. Strong legs also help your joints stay stable, your steps stay even, and your body adjusts quickly to changes in the ground beneath you. Inactive leg muscles can also lead to stiffness in the hips and knees, making your stride shorter and less stable. A short shuffling step might feel safer, but it actually makes you more likely to lose balance because your feet don't have time to adjust if the ground changes. You might notice that it's harder to get up from low chairs, climb stairs without using your hands, or stand for long periods without feeling tired in your legs. These are all signs your muscles aren't being challenged enough. I remember speaking with Robert, a 70-year-old who had stopped going for his daily walks after a cold winter kept him indoors. By spring, he noticed he was stumbling more often and felt unsteady even on flat ground. His doctor explained that his leg muscles had weakened from months of inactivity. Once Robert began doing simple exercises like rising from a chair without using his arms, standing on one leg while holding onto a counter, and walking in short intervals every day, his stability improved noticeably within weeks. The good news is, rebuilding leg strength doesn't require heavy gym equipment or long workouts. Gentle, consistent movement is enough to keep your muscles active. Even small changes like taking the longer route to the kitchen, standing up during TV commercials, or doing a few heel raises while brushing your teeth can make a big difference. Keeping your leg muscles strong means keeping your independence, your mobility, and your confidence with every step you take. Number 4, poor posture and alignment. How you carry your body has a direct effect on how well you can keep your balance. Over the years, many older adults develop posture habits that slowly pull their body out of alignment without realizing it. Shoulders slump forward, the head tilts down, and the spine curves more than it should. These changes might seem small, but they shift your center of gravity. Instead of your weight being evenly balanced over your feet, it moves forward or to one side, making it easier to tip over and harder to recover when you stumble. When posture changes, your muscles also start working differently. The muscles in your back, hips and core may become weaker because they're no longer being used to hold you upright. At the same time, other muscles take on extra strain, leading to stiffness or pain. That discomfort often causes people to move less, which only makes the problem worse. A hunched position also limits how far you can see ahead, which means you might miss uneven ground or obstacles in your path. I remember talking with Helen, an 82-year-old who loved gardening, but found herself tripping more often when walking in her yard. Her physical therapist pointed out that her posture had shifted over the years, and she was leaning forward slightly without even noticing. That small lean meant her weight was already off-center, so any small misstep could throw her off balance. With some gentle stretching, core exercises, and reminders to stand tall, Helen felt more stable and could move around her garden with confidence again. One of the biggest challenges with posture is that changes happen gradually. You might not notice your head sitting farther forward or your shoulders rounding until it starts affecting your movement. That's why it's important to make a habit of checking your alignment throughout the day. Stand against a wall with the back of your head, shoulders, and hips touching it. If this feels uncomfortable or strange, your posture may have shifted. The good news is that posture can be improved at almost any age. Gentle stretches for the chest, strengthening exercises for the back, and even simple habits like lifting your chin when you walk can help bring your body back into alignment. When your body is balanced from head to toe, every step feels steadier and you're better prepared to handle the unexpected. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5. Unsafe footwear choices. What you put on your feet every day can make the difference between steady steps and a dangerous fall. Many older adults continue wearing shoes that worked fine years ago, not realizing that their feet and their balance have changed. Shoes that are too loose, have slippery soles, or lack proper support can turn a simple walk into a risky challenge. Even small heels or narrow toe boxes can force your feet into unnatural positions, throwing off your stability without you noticing. The trouble is, we often choose shoes for comfort in the moment, not realizing how they affect long-term safety. Soft, worn-out slippers may feel cozy, but if they have no grip, they can slide out from under you on smooth floors. Fashion shoes, while nice for a special occasion, might have slick bottoms or pointed toes that make your steps less secure. Some seniors even keep wearing old favorites that are years past their prime, ignoring signs like worn soles or stretched out fabric. I remember meeting Robert, a 78-year-old who prided himself on his daily walks. One winter, he had 2 close calls where he almost fell on wet pavement. He assumed it was just the weather, but when his daughter looked at his shoes, the tread was almost completely gone. After switching to shoes with firm non-slip soles and better arch support, he not only felt safer, but also noticed less fatigue in his legs after walking. Another hidden danger is wearing the wrong size. Our feet can change shape with age, flattening out or swelling, which means the size you wore at 50 might not fit at 80. Shoes that are too tight can affect circulation and cause pain, while shoes that are too loose can let your foot slide around inside, leading to slips. Getting your feet measured and choosing footwear designed for stability is an easy but often overlooked way to prevent falls. Good footwear should have a low, wide heel, a sole with solid grip, and enough cushioning to absorb shock without being unstable. Avoid overly soft soles that fold easily, as they can make your footing unpredictable. And for indoors, consider well-fitting house shoes with sturdy bottoms instead of thin socks or floppy slippers. Taking a closer look at what you wear on your feet is one of the simplest, most practical ways to protect your balance. Every safe step starts from the ground up, and the right shoes can give you the solid foundation you need to move with confidence. Her final thoughts from Shibran. Losing balance after 80 is not something that happens overnight, nor is it something you have no control over. It is often the result of small, everyday habits, many of which go unnoticed until they begin to take a toll. The good news is that by becoming aware of these mistakes, you can make changes that help you stay steady, confident, and independent for years to come. Balance is about more than just preventing falls. It is about keeping your freedom to walk where you want, do the activities you enjoy, and move without fear. Each step you take toward better strength, posture, footwear, and movement habits is an investment in your quality of life. I have seen many people in their late 70s and 80s improve their stability simply by making consistent, thoughtful adjustments. They discover that feeling steady on their feet brings a renewed sense of security and even joy in daily living. It is never too late to start working on your balance. You might begin with something as simple as practicing standing on one foot near a counter for support, or making sure your home is free from tripping hazards. You might decide to replace worn-out shoes, or schedule a checkup to review your medications. Every action matters, and with each small improvement, you not only protect your physical health, but also strengthen your confidence in yourself. You have worked hard your whole life to be where you are now. Do not let avoidable mistakes chip away at the independence you have earned. Choose to stand tall, move carefully, and take charge of your balance. The years ahead can still be active and full, as long as you treat your stability as a priority worth protecting. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.